At Clemson University in South Carolina, students are designing landscapes that are as ecologically sound as they are attractive. With the guidance of faculty members, they're working locally to build sustainable landscapes for people and wildlife. To help them accomplish this, the National Wildlife Federation, along with its affiliate, the South Carolina Wildlife Federation, provides help and support.
The Sustainable Landscapes program at Clemson University is important because it gets the students out into the community and they are creating landscaping that is attractive to wildlife.
All of our programs, our outreach programs for kids, our work with college students, our work with teachers, involves promoting interest in the natural world, understanding of the natural world, and how to really garden sustainably for the future, whether it be in a schoolyard habitat or in your garden at home.
Many schoolyards look like deserts because people have not had the time or the money to address these areas. We're trying to create schoolyards that create learning environments where students can play and work in an educational setting out of doors.
We're partnering every child in this building with a Clemson student. They are going to plant our plants. They are going to label them, identify them, research them. They are going to be taught what native plants means.
I just want more people, like experienced people, to come and show me how to plant trees and see how they grow and just like study the wildlife and the plants.
When you've got goldfinches that are flying in to eat sunflower seeds off of your flowers, you've got an incredibly beautiful element of a landscape. So the wildlife is part of that beauty that more and more people are recognizing and seeing.
One of the first projects that I worked on in the horticulture department here was the Habitat for Humanity house we landscaped. It's in the Clemson area. On the Habitat project, we made sure that the elements incorporated into the landscape, such as including shelter for wildlife, water, food, and places to raise their young, were incorporated, especially by incorporating native plants and butterfly gardens and things of that nature.
The National Wildlife Federation and the South Carolina Federation has given us grant monies to do our work. And they've supplied us with funding to actually help out on projects, to buy plants and equipment, supplies for projects.
The National Wildlife Federation has helped us take our projects to the next level by inviting us to partner on a book that we will be sharing with Habitat for Humanity International. It's interesting to see how work done on a local level is now spreading to a national level.
Every project we work on, our professors encourage us not only to think about it as a personal agenda, but as how it's going to affect the community, how it's going to affect your classmates, and how will it affect the mindset of people across the nation.
We expect those young people to go in a workforce and have a responsible attitude in business, have ethics about the way they conduct themselves. Certainly environmental conservation, understanding our natural resources and how to protect those resources is a part of that education process.
I hope to be able to make an impact on the environment. I want to be a teacher at a college level, and I'd also like to do some more design work, so I'd like to, in the teaching aspect, I'd like to be able to convey to other students the importance of the environment and what they can do to protect it.
At the State University of New York at Buffalo, energy efficiency is a high priority, one that has resulted in annual cost savings of $9 million. This extensive university program is fulfilling a moral obligation to use energy wisely through a series of projects that lead the way in reducing campus energy use and emissions, while also educating students, faculty, and staff about the importance of energy conservation.
There's two great reasons for doing energy conservation on campus. The one reason that the administration at any given campus would appreciate is the fact that of all the environmental activities that a campus can undertake, saving energy is going to be the most lucrative. It's going to benefit the bottom line. Conservation measures save an expensive commodity, energy. So there's payback. The other reason is environmental.
Well, the great thing about the environmental programs that we have here at the University at Buffalo, like our energy conservation program, or working to eliminate pesticides, looking at alternatives for building materials, all of these different things, they make the educational experience at UB real. They make everything that I do and that I learn a hands-on experience.
Energy education is very powerful education. The students who become involved in doing energy audits and the environmental audits come away having learned an awful lot. We make what they've learned theoretically and in the abstract very concrete and real.
We went door to door and knocked on residents' doors and asked them if they'd fill out an energy conservation survey. And we decided, well, the next step is that we need to go to the residence halls. Since residence hall directors look at students as the customer.
We learned directly what a building consumes in terms of BTUs of energy, in terms of kilowatt hours of electricity, and what that means for the building, what that means for the environment.
Well, we've done the full gamut of energy conservation measures. We've done the inexpensive operational things that really require people's attention and vigilance and commitment. The university has made a commitment to move in the direction of a cleaner facilities and campus fleet. So we've been converting vehicles and buying vehicles that use compressed natural gas.
It becomes a necessity of the university to work together, to have all of the groups working together, the faculty, the staff, the administration, in order to promote a philosophy on campus. And in this case, the Environmental Task Force has done a great job of bringing all those groups together.
Well, the Environmental Task Force is a group of university faculty and staff members and also students. And their concern is to be the environmental, in some ways, consciousness or conscience watchdog for the university on issues that other people in the normal course of their duties might not be thinking about.
What we've tried to do with the Environmental Task Force is to get the word out about being green, thinking green, respecting environmental stewardship on campus. And a piece of that is going to be energy conservation.
Certainly in the ETF, there are a wide range of views that are environmentally centered, and there are issues that I'm faced as I manage the facilities that aren't always in alignment, but part of my job is to bring the various viewpoints together to a common outcome that's good for all involved.
If you focus the students, then you can train them. You can teach them how to take this out of this little world that seems so separate and apart from everything else once you're here. And then when they go into the real world, they can take those skills with them and transfer them on.
The campus ecology program has been extremely beneficial because of that, as well the resource books that exist that the National Wildlife Federation has put out have been fantastic.
These are just 4 examples of teamwork and innovation at schools around the nation. National Wildlife Federation's State of the Campus Environment report card tracks the campus greening trend at hundreds of colleges and universities and shows strong and growing support for environmental programs on America's campuses. National Wildlife Federation is eager to assist in the design and implementation of practical conservation projects at your college or university. In doing so, we'll provide detailed publications, conduct workshops, consult on projects, promote your efforts through our campus environmental yearbook, and supply a variety of other resources to help your campus undertake an effective ecology program. We provide undergrad and graduate students with project support, modest financial compensation, and recognition through our Campus Ecology Fellowship Program as students pursue their vision of an ecologically sustainable future. Through your school's participation, our natural world can be restored and protected, and a new generation of students will obtain problem-solving skills, a sense of teamwork, and the practical abilities needed to continue safeguarding our environment for years to come. To find out more information about the Campus Ecology Program, visit the National Wildlife Federation's website at www.nwf.org.